Everyone, welcome back to the altcoins channel. As with you always, this is your Rich doing another movie today about XRP. So wherever you are in this amazing globe, I hope you're all having a nice day today. Here is the one-day chart once more before we discuss XRP. The current exchange rate is $3.06. Many people seem to believe that XRP was doomed when its value fell yesterday. They were correct. I suggested that it will climb again, and that we will go much higher from here, since I observed some people predicting that it will drop below 2. The future of XRP is just getting started. For this reason, I constantly repeat that you will never be financially independent if you follow the advice of those who panic and want to sell whenever the market declines. Another narrative is currently in Bitcoin will always be available. Those who assert that Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency that always rises in value but only own a small quantity of it are known as no-coiners, but that isn't accurate. The 2018 period came to an end at this point, as Bitcoin declined once more in 2021 and 2022. The value of Bitcoin has plummeted and is probably going to plummet once more before the next cycle is discussed on the 28th. Utility will permanently alter the 4-year cycle. I'm keeping an eye on Bitcoin, and everyone says it's losing value. Bitcoin's strength may soon begin to spread to other altcoins. Once more, many claim that this was a bear trap. Get ready to achieve greater success. The start of the season is February 2025. Everyone is talking about February 2025, and some people think there will be a major crash. XRP appears to have a bright future. I will simply leave it at that. Phase 2 will soon be upon us. By the end of February, ETH will be worth more than $4,000. I concur that, for whatever reason, this cycle is taking longer than anticipated. Although many believe that Phase 2 should have begun in early January, it now appears that it will begin in early February. It is possible that they participated in the race. Many individuals think that the current altcoin trend is being led by XRP. All we have to do is wait and see what happens. We're going to go far higher, I'm telling you now. Jim Cramer was exposed for manipulating the market. Dr. Terry Ray, individually. SFYC. Investors are requesting that the SEC investigate the situation. This is how I always think about it. Are you trying to figure out where to put your money? You should only invest where Jim Cramer suggests. Silicon Valley Bank was mentioned. When did the price drop so precipitously? Signature Bank was a failure. Dender was either Orvo, Kohl's or Best Buy. Jim Cramer recently recommended purchasing Nvidia. We recently witnessed the events surrounding Nvidia. Because of this, the crypto world seems to be in reverse. He may be implying that Altseason is about to begin. Reaching up through the district attorney, Marcus says that the victims here tonight have been, according to Jim Cramer, he owns Bitcoin, you ought to own Bitcoin. Adding Bitcoin to your investing portfolio is a smart move. That essentially clarifies it. The present Bitcoin surge is coming to an end. I think we have one more chance before things start to go wrong. Most likely, this will be the final significant rise in Bitcoin. Tether will probably stop working eventually. I think Tether will soon be shut down by the United States. You can expect Bitcoin to fall along with it when that happens. Anything that isn't secured will swiftly recover. But everything else will be taken with it. XRP is expected to hit $4. If you are ready, raise your hand, and keep in mind that the numbers speak for themselves. Every time there is a downturn, there is typically a subsequent upturn. This has previously occurred with XRP. This accident was really serious. From now on, people anticipate a significant increase. People continue to forecast that $5 will occur within the next 2 weeks. Will it occur so quickly? It can, really. Since no one can accurately foresee the market, we are unable to state with certainty. They keep adding days to predictions. Time is everyone's given, which is why I stress this. You shouldn't have any expectations for that day. When people are not expecting it, XRP increases sharply. Earlier afternoon, Brad Garlinghouse gave a speech. Pay attention to what he says. I have discussed some of these topics with the president directly. The president seems to be committed. He is aware of the significance of these instruments, focuses on Bitcoin and aspires to be the president of the United States. Resolving some of the bad things the former government did is one of their top priorities. As you are already aware, the SAB 121 rule that permitted banks to retain cryptocurrencies has been repealed. That is very significant. I think the first week is off to a good start, and I have high hopes for what lies ahead. In reference to the strategic reserve issue, there are essentially 2 factors to take into account. Should the United States establish a strategic cryptocurrency store? I think that decision should be left to elected leaders and lawmakers. We should get as much support as we can, in order to improve our chances of success. To be clear, it is untrue that I opposed using a strategic cryptocurrency store, or simply Bitcoin. That is obviously untrue. Let's maximize the impact on the whole crypto business if the US decides to take this action. Regardless of your opinion of their particular policies, I think this government has repeatedly demonstrated that America comes first. They wish to give US advancements priority. They don't give American companies priority. Considering the penalties imposed on US corporations over the past 4 years, they are in my opinion demonstrating their desire to help those companies. The rise in nationalism over the past weekend is disheartening. It makes sense to have multiple assets rather than just one if there is a cryptocurrency reserve. But pay attention to what I said in yesterday's tweet. I think we ought to help the company as a whole. Among them is XRP. Although the idea is global, a large number of individual businesses use the ledger with XRP all around the world. Shazam nods, and they cross the street to a store. Minimi likes to walk by the water. That's the main reason we're hosting this event. The final thing I'll say about this is that I find it intriguing that a little nation like Bhutan has already established a crypto strategic reserve and developed a basket right away. It just seemed reasonable to me because I didn't care about that. It's a good idea to have a variety of investments to reduce your risk. This is the approach that any financial professional would recommend. It makes sense too. To improve the likelihood that Congress will approve it, and that the president will. We ought to be aware of his political beliefs and priorities, and America is Donald Trump's first priority. For this reason, cryptocurrency produced in the United States will be held in a strategic reserve. Brad had nothing to do. Brad had spent millions fighting the SEC to promote the whole cryptocurrency industry including Bitcoin, so I found it strange that the Bitcoin maxis suddenly viewed him as the enemy. Keep more than one kind of coin. In addition to XRP, I also enjoy XTC, XLM, and HBAR since I see the value in all of these cryptocurrencies and believe that this is significant for the US as well. I prioritize usefulness above all else. Nations that hold a variety of assets and currencies will fare better than those that solely hold Bitcoin. El Salvador too. The fact that they are the global center for Bitcoin, and that it is operating in Algorand is something that everyone talks about. To complete deals it will always require another network. In addition, it is incredibly slow and costly. OSG, a token that represents the United States, is being introduced by Ripple and Ondo Finance.